I used to wish upon a star, but stars can't hear, they're much too far. Instead I've learned to wish upon a star.
Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome to Starlight, Starbright, Oracle and Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. And thank you to those new subscribers, it's much appreciated. Let's get this collective growing. And hit that like button if you like my readings. Thank you. Yeah, the download that I was receiving today is that no matter how many knives they throw in your back, you keep growing, you keep rising, you keep surviving, you keep, growing in strength. You might have some setbacks, you might have some dark nights of the soul, but they will soon leave you. You will start to find your stride, find your step. So who are these people, these betrayers? Let's find out. Hang on for you. We'll start with these. Thank you. No matter how many knives they throw at you, you keep rising. Yeah. Oh, look. We have the Devil card. Yeah. Toxic relationships, toxic people. My battery's about to go flat. Honestly. Capricorn energy. Somebody who just wants to tie you to them. Yeah, they could be watching you as well, but there's, a lot of temptation here. There's a lot of root chakra energy here, needing to leave all of this behind. They will pay the ultimate price. They will end up in their own private hell, because you are you are an earth angel. You are somebody who's meant to survive the worst of things, or just, survive the chaos of life and go on to help others to do the same. As the world becomes more and more chaotic, as the devil walks the earth, we need more and more people to rise, to go through experiences that, seem impossible, but yet keep going. But yeah, this could be an ex-partner. Battery changed. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, so these could be toxic partners, toxic relationships, betrayers, but they're kind of going through their own form of hell. It's kind of like they're being tormented by memories of you, is what I'm getting to say to you as well. So, and see, we see these people in this deck, they really are suffering. So they're kind of suffering without you as well. This is all meant to be for you to grow in light, to grow in power, and the devil will use all sorts of tricks, will use weak people and trap people to attempt to try and trap you and keep you stuck and keep you in your private hell, but you're coming out of that. So, these karmic relationships were just, well, not just, because they've been very painful and difficult, but these karmic relationships were for you to finish, bring an end to the karma that you may have had for lifetimes with these people. Ending your own karma is important as we move from Pisces to Aquarius. A whole new world, a whole new life. The new world order isn't what some people think it is, especially those ones who are trying to bring it in, if you know what I mean. And see, we have the Tower here. So yeah, they're going to fall as you fell, as they try to push you down. As your world crumbled around you, now their world is crumbling around them. We all have to pay the price for, for our actions, for our thoughts even. We have to kind of be, I've got that saying now, I could never get it, but as innocent as a dove and cunning as a snake. You have to be pure of heart to go through that eye of the needle. And this is the thing, it's like, the purification of the heart is very, very important. We have to account for what we have done. And we're getting to do this while we're alive, not on our deathbeds. We're getting to do this now. We're getting to awaken and realize. You may not feel like there's been any justice for you. Why do these people seem to have it all? Why are these people who've hurt you, harmed you, betrayed you, laughed at you, ridiculed you, humiliated you? My goodness me, it's a long list, isn't it? Why are they, why do they seem to have such great lives? Because they're given something that's temporary. They're given a temporary pleasure, that's from the hand of the devil. Their pleasure will not last. The tables will turn. Their towers are falling. Wow, this is powerful. And we have a King of Coins here, the King of Materialism at the bottom of the deck. So again, we have Virgo energy, perhaps Capricorn and Taurus. But yeah, the King of Materialism, if all that people care about is money, you may have been in relationships where, you know, money was withheld from you, was hidden from you, was taken from you, or put into a place where when you've left, or when this relationship has come to an end, when they may be left, you know, you were left with pretty much nothing. And this is very common for women, especially women over the age of 50. You know, there's the rise of homelessness isn't drug addicts and alcoholics, and it's actually 55-year-old divorced women who end up leaving with nothing, because the law seems to, you know, lean towards this masculine energy, you know, the breadwinner maybe. How do we, you know, like contributing as a parent or contributing in other ways isn't taken into consideration. So, you know, this King of Pentacles, yes, we need money, but it can't be all about the money. So we have a King of Pentacles that's paying the price. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Yeah, all this choice, all this option. You were an option to these people, and you know it. But instead of, you know, and yes, there would have been times where you would have believed all of this. Like you would have believed, how can so many people be wrong about you? Is the narcissist, is the, you know, predator verbiage. You know, like when you protest or when you seek justice or these sorts of things, it's, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, you're the confused one, you're the crazy one. How can so many people be wrong about you? Well, they are. It's like you are innocent. You've tried to fight for your life, but you've been treated like an option. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. But you're starting to realise, or you will come to realise, that they were blessed to have you in their life, because that was an opportunity for them to do the right thing. That was an opportunity for them. Like maybe you know, you spoke your truth. You said to them, come on, you know, let's try and be happy. Maybe you said, let's go to counselling. Maybe you tried to do everything to make it right. But this King of Pentacles, or this Tower people, or this devil energy, you know, they stuck to their guns because they didn't want the truth to come out. So they gaslighted you, they confused you, they treated you like an option, and you believed it all. But that no longer, because you know your truth. You know that these people hurt you, harmed you, and did despicable things to you, or whatever they did to you, abused you in some way, because, you know, emotional abuse is a thing, mental abuse is a thing. You know, you might have been successful materially when you met them, and then you've ended up kind of like, you know, having to buy second-hand clothes. But you never complained, I'm getting, for someone out there. So, you know, they're the option. They had the option. They had, you know, they had the opportunity to be a loving, kind, compassionate person like you are. You know, and maybe they brought the worst out in you. Maybe you did have to fight for your happiness. You did have to fight with them to try and tell them, hey, you know, stop hurting me, stop doing this. You know, why are you having a third-party relationship? You know, whatever. You've tried to fight for this relationship, but they didn't fight for you. You were an option. You were just a chattel. You were just a possession. Oh, possession. Yeah, they're possessed by the devil. They really are. So, you know, they're going to have their time. You know, look at this. Look at this miserable face. I don't know if you can see it, but this masculine here, this disapproval, you know, and this shrew, this feminine, whatever partnership they're in right now, guaranteed nothing's changed. You know, and these are people who blame their partners for everything. I mean, you know, you don't need to blame them for anything, you know, because you know the truth. Where there's truth, there is no blame. You know, you didn't imagine all of this, Seven of Cups. You didn't imagine it all. So, you know, you need to be strong in that, strong in your truth. These people are going to pay the price. They could do very well in business, be business owners. Yeah, anyway, we'll continue. And then we have a Six of Wands, a victory here. And then we have somebody in the Five of Cups. Yeah, they wanted victory over you. They wanted you in sorrow. They wanted you to be the wrong person. You had to apologize for everything. You know, and often people who are always saying sorry, you know, they're people who've actually been through a lot of trauma. You know, you're having to apologize for breathing. You know, you're having to apologize that they could have driven you to drink. You know, they could have driven you to all sorts of karmic toxic behaviors because you were punishing yourself. But really, at the end of the day, they were bad, you know, not bad decisions because they were unavoidable, but it was for you to learn that you're the victorious one, you're the strong one, you're going to have the victory. But, you know, they wanted victory over you by dragging you down. You know, going from maybe you were a victorious person and this is what attracted them to you. And then you became all dowdy and down and maybe not as happy and optimistic as you once were, although you tried, is what I'm getting to say to you. So they're the ones who are going to sit, oh, look where they've landed, yeah. So they're going to sit and regret. You know, they are under the devil's spell. Yeah. They're asleep. And you tried to wake them up with the truth. Yeah. So, Six of Wands, victory. You're moving towards success. You're moving towards victory. You're being empowered. You are being impassioned. You are being invigorated. You are being renewed. You know, as they are stuck in their tower of madness, because they're going to go insane. That's the thing too. Like, we are driven to a form of insanity, but you pull yourself out of it because you're not really insane. But they're, you know, they're losing their minds. They're in the tower waiting to lose their heads because they're starting to realize that they made the wrong choice. That all they had to do with you was to love you, to be loyal to you, to be happy, you know, all of these sorts of things, to share happy experiences. And see, like, look at this, the kids, you know, these children in this, you know, they're angry. You know, we've got angry children here. So, mob mentality. Yeah. So you're having victory. You're moving away. And you have two people who are coming with you, by the looks of it. You do have a little entourage here of people who are going to follow you, are following you. That seems to be, with this Five of Cups, with the Two of Cups. Yeah, you've got two people who love you, who will follow you. To victory, who are going to be woken up and realize that they chose the wrong side. You know, this can be children who choose, you know, who make a choice regarding parents. Often, you know, yeah. Anyway, this is powerful. My brain's about to explode. Love to you. You know, be strong, be brave. Yeah, Knight of Coins, you have a new beginning. While they're the King of Coins, you're the Knight of Coins. You know, maybe you were a business person, maybe you had a career, and now you reduced to, you know, search for your materialism, search for a new job, search for financial balance and well-being. So, but this could also be an offer coming your way as well. But we can't follow the money. We have to follow, we follow the money, all right? Oh yeah, maybe you need to follow the money to find out where it is, where they hid it. You know, maybe something needs to happen there. They've hidden money from you. They've stolen from you, left you poor. So, and we have an Ace of Wands, creative energy, a new beginning. The Angel of Fire, passion, creativity. You're going to have an aha moment, a breakthrough moment where you're going to realize, wow, yeah, okay, I'm not perfect, but really, if I had if you had been kind of able to make the choices and this person to fall in line with you, what would your life look like? Well, you'd want a loving partnership. You know, sharing experiences, love and passion and happiness and joy. You know, but you've got some people who just want to live in misery. They just don't know how to be happy. And they're jealous of your happiness. They're jealous of your passion. They're jealous of, they were jealous of you, ultimately. And through that jealousy came resentment. They resented you for just trying to be a good, decent person. Yeah, Six of Swords, you're moving away, and it's been a painful experience. But they're having to think about all of this because it's almost like you've got witnesses to it as well. You've got people who were there who know the truth, and they could possibly be coming forward towards you, or coming with you in some way. Yeah, to talk about this. There's something here to do with follow the leader going on as well. So, you know, you're leaving. You know, and this is interesting. While you're going forward, they're going back. There's 2 boats in this. And 10 of Wands. Yeah, they're burdened. Masculine energy in here. They're burdened. You know, they're having to pay the piper. They're having to account for all the things they did. You know, I had a brother who ended up on the wrong side of life. And I don't blame him at all. You know, it was his parents, really, were the problem. But he, you know, he did some terrible things, like really terrible things. And when he went into when he ultimately ended up with psychologists and he dried out from his addictions and all of this, he couldn't face what he'd been through, and he couldn't face what he had done, how he had harmed people. So he ended up just cracking completely. And this is the problem when people, you know, like, I'm not saying that this person has reached that level, but it's like this person has done enough where if they really have to account for what they've done, they're going to be so burdened, they're going to be so sorry, because there's nothing else for them to be. Because what people do, they gaslight you and they trigger you into behaving in negative ways. You know, you fight back, or, you know, you hit them with a hard truth, or sometimes you just, you know, say things like, you know, I'm bloody sick of you, whatever. But you're not acting out of, you know, evil intention or dark intention. It's just you're trying to, you know, get them to see reason. This person or these people are unreasonable. They're blind to the, you know, to themselves, and they're about to wake up, and it's all going to come crashing down around them. There could be issues with a house and a home here. You know, they could end up losing the home. Whatever they've taken from you, you're going to get back from the divine, and they're going to lose. So, wow, this is like, I feel angry, but this is not my energy, because I'm actually, you know, I'm way past all of this. But yeah, I feel you. I know how you feel. Wow, this is a powerful reading. Yeah, they've got to, we all have to account. So you want to clear karma, you know, being sorry is never doing it again, never saying it again, and not thinking it again. Is to move forward in peace, to be peaceful, to be, you know, the person that you're meant to be, a good-hearted, loving, compassionate and kind person, but no longer a doormat. And that's, you know, that's the cunning as a snake. You can see it all coming. You can see the demons. You can see the tempters. You can see, you know, what brings chaos to your life and what doesn't. So, you know, there's a time lapse happening here. Like, all your towers fell, now theirs are about to fall. So it's divine justice coming in here. All those people who could have spent all their money for the greater good of mankind, never mind just you on an individual level, or your children or whatever, your brothers, your sisters, all those people who could have changed the world in some positive and wonderful way and didn't. This is, you know, God help them. That's all I can say. That would be horrifying. I'm glad that I've kind of been a boringly good person. Not that I'm boring, because I'm far from boring. But yeah, you know, like I'm kind of, yeah. I'm not perfect, obviously. But I've never done anything that has intentionally tried to hurt or harm anyone, ever. I've been angry. We all have. Okay, so, and we have the Chariot, the inspired warrior. So yeah, it's been a bumpy ride. It's been a long road, but you're moving along. You're moving, and you know, no matter how much this is, you know, how much betrayal you've been through, as I said at the beginning of the reading. No matter how many times you've been dragged down, stabbed in the back, because you're a scapegoat, right, thank you, because you've been a scapegoat to all of these people, so that, you know, they don't have to look at themselves. They can just, you know, treat you badly, getting a reaction out of you so they can point the finger back at you. But, you know, remember, when you point the finger, you know, 3 are pointing back. So, you know, you're inspirational. Your story is inspirational. And see, you're rising. No matter what, you are rising. You know, you're moving towards a greater way of being. And who doesn't want that? And when we, you know, overcome so much, and we do rise, and yeah, you know, you have dark days, but you get over those dark days faster and faster. You know, you're just learning how to release all of this more and more. Like it's ramping up. It's like you're about, everything's about to speed up for you. You know, your healing's going to speed. Like you're on. Oh, I hope you're not on speed. Yeah, drugs could have something to do with this person. But yeah, things are going to speed up for you. It's like, it's a snowball effect. You know, once you get to a certain level, all of a sudden things start to, you know, things start to release from you so much quickly. You know, you can see, you just don't want to be involved in people anymore that aren't going to treat you well, and you can spot this like straight away. Not because you're not trusting, but you can just go, oh God, I'm going to waste my time with this lot. I'm not bothering with that. You know, you'll know your soul crew and your soul tribe when you meet them. And you will meet them. And at the moment, a lot of soul crew and soul tribe are dispersed, doing, you know, learning to be alone without being lonely, learning to grow in wisdom, learning that being alone can be better than being with the devil. So the inspired warrior, though we're not alone, like there's always someone, there's always something. So yeah, reflect. Here we have what? Talent and skills 8, and reflection. So, you know, you have a lot of talent and skills, and this is what the devil has tried to stop you. Tried to stop you from growing in talent, from growing in your skills. Maybe you had all these talents and skills and you were just downtrodden. You know, you were treated like a doormat because of your traumas. You were vulnerable and you were an easy target. You know, perhaps you partnered with people who could make you more stable because you felt you weren't stable. You know, these are all lessons for you to understand that you can bring this stability to yourself. You can bring this emotional balance. You can heal. You can bring it all to yourself. And that was a really hard lesson for me to learn. You know, it's a hard lesson for all of us. And 6 of Cups, you know, looking back, reflecting. But, you know, 6 of Cups is peace and harmony, family, childhood. Reflecting on your childhood, the childhood trauma. You could have had, you know, chaotic devil parents. But you've always been very talented and very skillful. And this is what's helped you to grow and move through your life. But also with the 8 of Pentacles here, your effort's going to pay off. Yeah. What you've lost, you'll get back. Your efforts are going to pay off. And yes, you've spent enough time reflecting, but now it's their turn. You know, they've got all the pentacles in the air. They've got all the balls in the air, so they thought. Now they're going to have to be forced to look back. They're going to be forced to look back at what they have been through, what they have done, account for their actions. I mean, sometimes we don't behave well because of childhood trauma, and that's okay. But once you're aware of that, you know, that you're not, you know, being as good as you could be, the best version of yourself, then you need to reflect on that, work on those traumas and release them. So look, enjoying the outcome with the victory card here and the Knight of Coins. So you don't need to worry about your finances either, because this is 10 of Pentacles. This is vacationing, this is holidaying. You could see people who've hurt you and harmed you having this great life. You know, having this life of Pentacles, having these vacations, having this lovely time. But they're going to fall in the tower and it's going to be your turn. Didn't I do a reading like that? Like it's your turn now? I think that was yesterday. Yeah. You're dreaming of change. 3s. You're wanting change. 3 of Wands. Planning. Passion. Moving forward. The ship's coming in. Whatever you're putting out there, you're going to get back. So there's a lot of passionate energy here driving you. So, and we have Six of Swords, the Emperor, masculine influence and power. With the Six of Swords, you're moving away from this. You don't want to be controlled. You don't want to be under the spell of these emperors. You don't, you want to be able to take control of your own life. You've been with people who've tried to control you, tell you who you are, trying to use you as a scapegoat. But you never tried to have power over them. You wanted equal, you just wanted a peaceful, balanced relationship. So, you're moving away from these controlling, constricting situations. You're having an aha moment. You're going to be the emperor in your own world. We've got the Ace of Wands here with the Emperor. So you could be, coming on with a business idea or a creative venture. You're going to move. Like, this is strong in the reading as well. So you're moving forward, moving along, going on a voyage, going on a trip even. You're going to have the money to do this. You're no longer confused because you were never confused. You were made to feel confused. When you're being gaslighted, people can drive you mad. They hide things from you. The people who hide car keys and tell you, oh, you're always losing things, or, they put it back in the same spot. And it's like, oh, it was there all the time. But, that can drive someone mad. I've seen people doing that to people. Maybe that's the thing. You've had people witnessing that. I've had that done to me. Because as soon as you start to grow in strength, and, they can tell that you just, what happens is you kind of reach a point where you just go silent. You don't actually even, and you just get to a point where all you're thinking about is getting away from this, escaping, making a plan to escape, an escape plan. And you just go quiet. And in that silence, you actually are able to see them more for who they are. You can hear them more, you can see them more clearly, you start to see more clearly. And you start to realize that they are the confused people, they are the madmen, they are the weak ones. They are the ones that only get their power from having power over other people. Maybe that's the thing too. Maybe they've always been afraid you were going to leave them because they ultimately believe that you are too good for them. So they made you, they dragged you down. Yeah. So, you reach that point where, you're starting to think about escape. And they can sense this. So they double down. They double down and try and keep you in that crazy emotional. They'd rather you be fighting with them than shutting down and growing in strength. Because they don't want you to leave. Because you're their power. You're their energy. They're energy vampires. So we have beauty. I am a spark of divinity with the Ace of Wands here as well. So, you are beautiful. You are divine. You are turning into this beautiful butterfly. You're waking up and realizing once and for all, that after being in your cocoon, hermit energy, the hermit was here somewhere, I think, hermit energy, you're coming out of your cocoon and becoming free from it all. Realizing that you were only made to feel guilty for things that you never had to feel guilty about. That is the hallmark of an abused child. If you're always sorry and you're feeling guilty for stupid little things, then that's a hallmark of traumatic abuse. You've been abused, if this is how you feel. And so you never think you're good enough, so you shoot too low. You accept too many people into your life that truly aren't really worthy of you. But you're also a humble person, so you don't think that way. It's kind of crazy. Whew. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows without question my own beauty, worthiness and desirability. Yeah, they made you feel undesirable. They made sure that you looked undesirable to other people. These are, I've witnessed a friend who we'd go out on a girls' night and she would come dressed in clothes like she'd been gardening, and I'd be like, what's going on? Because when she was with her partner, she was dressed in her, she looked lovely. Yeah, he wouldn't let her go out looking nice. Yeah. because in case she met someone or someone was attracted to her, like, you know, that was a terribly abusive relationship. I tried to get her out. I wanted her to come with me, but she was too afraid to leave. Makes me cry. Oh, love to her. Let me remember constantly who I am. Love itself. Love itself in a temporary human form. So, you know, you are beautiful. You are divine. You are a creator. You are imaginative. You have value. And, you know, yes, you're going to start again, but you will achieve wonderful success in your life. You know, if that success is simply by you being the best version of yourself every day, then that is the success. Coming closer to the divine, understanding that, yeah, that we have to account. I'm surprised the judgment card's not here with all of this going on. Wow, this is quite a... Oh, prosperity. There you go. And Ten of Pentacles. So, yeah. They withhold it all from you. You've got prosperity coming to you. I am trusting. You need to trust the universe, have faith. Everything, you know, you're moving in the right direction. If you're leaving all of these people who've stabbed you in the back, betrayed you, harmed you, even tried to physically harm you, maybe almost succeeding for some people out there, it's, you know that you are going to be more prosperous by leaving these people behind. And you've got a couple of people who are following you, coming with you. Could even be a pet. I don't know. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows. You are alone. You alone are the source of all prosperity. Let me live in gratitude, trusting every need is handled. That alone is true. That alone is true wealth. So, you know, you're moving towards prosperity in so many ways. You could end up running your own company. You could, you know, end up having a high-powered position, but it will be within a spiritual company or a spiritually based something, an offering. I am peaceful. That's where I am right now, peaceful. And it's interesting because doing this kind of reading would normally trigger me, but I'm realizing this is not how I'm feeling anymore, but this is how somebody I'm talking to is feeling. You know, because you go through the 7 stages of grieving, and you do come to peace eventually. It's been a long journey for me from, like, all the towers really collapsed. The divine wanted me to wake up and become the person I'm becoming. I mean, yeah, it's been a lifelong battle, but the real awakening happened around 2014. So it's been 10 years for me to come to peace, to get rid of all the trauma and the betrayals and all of these sorts of things. But I was always kind of finding happiness and optimism, and that's what we have to do. Try and, you know, be eternally optimistic even when you feel depressed. Know that you're going to come out of it and you're going to be okay, is the message. So let me, divine beloved, offer all desires to you, knowing the right outcomes are already selected. Grant me true surrender and peace. Let me be only a vehicle for your will in every way. So you need to listen to the divine. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to follow your dreams. Oh, protection. I am safe. And soulmate. I am the one that trusts. So, you know, you're going to move towards your true soulmates. And then protection. Look, they just popped up. So, like that. Yeah, just to show you that I'm not making it up. Yeah, so you're moving towards a better life. Because you've been... Not just that you've been through enough. For some of you, that's where you're at right now. You've just been through enough. But the next step after you've just been through enough, you need a reprieve, you need some peace, is that you will actually find peace in all of this. You'll rise above all of this. You'll realize and give gratitude to all of these people who've, for a long time, you just want them to burn in hell. You know, but you will come to gratitude and you will thank these people for proving to yourself that you have the strength to overcome through, you know, being guided by the divine, you know, with the protection of the divine angels. That you are, you know, that your life is a miracle. And that you don't wish harm on these people, because you go through that too. You do. You want them all to burn in hell. You want their houses to slide down mountains. You know, you want their bank accounts to be raided. You want, you want them on their knees. You do go through, I mean, and that's okay. But you get to a point where you just realise, no, if they hadn't have played their part, I would be where I am now. And where I am now, it's okay. It's okay. And it's coming, you know, it's going to be good for you guys too. All right, love to you. Bye. God, I can't do a short reading to save my life. Yeah. Okay, bye.